6 years ago, my dad began having issues with headaches, sore throats, and constant fatigue. He tried treating the problem with over-the-counter medications and lots of caffeine. Finally, he talked to his doctor, who confirmed our suspicions. Dad had sleep apnea. He didn't like the idea of using a CPAP, but after trying it one night, he was convinced. We found everything he needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
In Northwest news, a Seattle man is trying to bike his way to a booming business. He's starting a new delivery company that's aimed at reducing carbon emissions. Alyssa Jaffe reports.
Dan Kohler is an unassuming guy who wants people to notice his bike.
It has turn lights.
And they are.
I get oogled a lot when I'm riding around. Yeah, folks on the street are really intrigued what we're doing. Hey, how's it going?
Kohler combined his passions for cycling and saving the environment to create Freewheel, carbon-free cargo delivery.
You know, dense urban environment like Capitol Hill or downtown, you don't necessarily need a van or a truck to make local deliveries.
Kohler stocks sandwiches, salads, and whatever else companies want transported, and pedals past cars, making pollution-free deliveries to grocery stores and coffee shops like Bauhaus.
And he doesn't have to circle the block looking for parking. He's happy. And I don't smell diesel fumes from a big truck. It's great.
He just hops off his bicycle and parks in front, leaving delivery guys eyeing him with envy after trying to snag a parking spot on Capitol Hill. Good luck with that.
It's very tough, and a lot of times I just have to park illegally and run like crazy, but I didn't say that.
Kohler isn't a big guy. He weighs about 150 pounds, but he thinks he can haul up to 400 pounds worth of cargo in this thing. And there are so many hills in Seattle, so he gets a little help, an electrical assist.
You can cruise around on the flats with pedal power, but to get up the hills, we just turn the throttle a little bit and we get right up.
Broadway's protected bike lanes help with speed. Kohler says his delivery prices are competitive with vans, but have the environmental benefit. For now, Freewheel has one bike and one cyclist. That's Kohler, but he hopes to expand. Like the Postal Service, he'll deliver in rain or shine, but sleet and snow are to be determined.
We just started a week ago, but so far so good.
Kohler says he was inspired by similar bicycle delivery businesses in Europe. Warnings on prescription drugs are there for a reason. Investigators say a King County Sheriff's deputy was impaired by multiple prescription drugs when he was found slumped over the steering wheel of his patrol car on New Year's Eve in a Newcastle parking lot. The 3-month investigation was conducted by Bellevue Police, who had a blood sample tested at a lab in Pennsylvania. It found the presence of multiple prescription drugs that are dispensed with warnings against operating machinery or vehicles. The King County Prosecutor's Office will decide whether to charge the deputy. The 46-year-old is a 15-year veteran who also faces an internal investigation. With warm weather creeping up on Grant County this spring, residents might want to take precautions toward tumbleweed control. The Associated Press has the story.
Tumbleweeds, a part of prairie life in the West. But this year, they're not just an iconic symbol, they're a true menace.
I had a couple delivery people call the house saying they couldn't get to the front door because the front door was blocked.
The invasive weed, Russian thistle, and kochia from Europe and parts of Asia flourished last year on rangeland left dry from years of drought.
We wanted to see some tumbleweeds.
After a freeze in November, the weeds broke off and took off.
It looked like sheep running across the prairie because the whole prairie was alive.
With large parts of Colorado, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Texas parched, ranchers like Doug Tecklenburg have been forced to sell off their herds. Others have cut back. Without grass and cows to keep tumbleweeds in check, they block miles of road, irrigation ditches, and have invaded subdivisions.
We plowed weeds with road graders, trucks, loaders. The trucks, it'll come over the cab and you can't see anything.
Officials are having a tough time getting rid of the weeds.
Once you get the first wave beat down and packed down and out of the road, the wind comes up and here comes the next batch.
County governments are hoping for state or federal aid to deal with the tumbleweed emergency. In the meantime, Crowley County has fashioned its own tumbleweed whacker out of odd parts of farm equipment.
Never ends.
And residents do their best to shovel weeds from their lawn. Peter Banda, Associated Press, Ordway, Colorado.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.